What's up, guys, and welcome back to Hanging with the Boys. I'm Chris, and I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about this video, but first, I'd like y'all to please go subscribe and support the channel, and if you can, hit that notification bell for us, and then we'd really appreciate that. So, let's get to this video. In this part of the video, I'm using a white sealer, guys. So, what white sealer does is it covers up scratches and other kind of things on your hood. But for the mixing ratio, it was a 4-1-1. Whatever kind of paint you have, please make sure you check that mixing ratio, because if you don't mix it right, it's not going to come out right. The reason I used white is because I'm painting the hood white. If you paint certain vehicles, no, you don't have to use white. So, also another thing, guys, when you're spraying a hood, it's usually a 75% overlap. You can do 50 to 70, but usually you want to do like a 75 overlap when you're spraying your hood, so that you don't have any like tiger stripes, you don't miss any spots. If you can tell, I'm going very slow. I do not want to dry spray. So, if you go too slow, yeah, you will run it. But really, to get that not to happen, just kind of practice. Make sure you're not too far away from the hood too, because if you are, you will dry spray it. And if you are too close, you might run it, so be careful on that as well. If you guys noticed, I'm also spraying the edges first. No, you don't have to do this. I do it just to cover everything up so I don't have to go back later, but you really don't have to. I forgot to mention this too. The reason I didn't have to tape off the top is because the other side's already white, so you don't have to worry about getting overspray on that. I did not want overspray on the top of the hood yet when I was painting underneath at the time. So on this part, all we did was do the outline for it and started taping it off. Again, make sure you guys are moving at a good speed. If you can't tell, I got told I had to move faster. I was moving too slow, but then I started moving a little too fast, so make sure you guys watch your speed. Now with clear coat, guys, make sure you're not moving too slow, because you can mess clear coat up a lot. Clear coat, you got to spray at a medium pace. Don't spray it too fast, and definitely don't spray it too slow, because if you mess up the clear coat, it's not fun having to go back and fix it. I'll just say that. And also with clear coat, it does not spray like regular paint and primers. So when you spray that, try and spray it on kind of wet. And for you to be able to check that, after you spray everything, put your gun over where you sprayed the clear coat on. And if you can see your reflection in it very well, then you did pretty good on it. If you can't, then you need to go and spray some more. Alright guys, welcome back. So here's the progress. I just clear coated it. And so far, this is my first coat of clear coat, by the way. So far it's looking pretty good, pretty good. When laying out flames, guys, the only hard part about them is probably getting the curvature to work with you. So that's why you use really, really thin tape. It's called fine line. Some people call it fine line, some people don't. I call it fine line. But when it comes to that, also, if you can tell, like certain flames, it kind of looks like a crab claw. And that's usually because you put too many claw looking flames in there. So try and steer clear of doing that. No, I'm not no professional at this. This was like my second time doing flames. So yes, I'm still a beginner at it, but I think it came out pretty well. So I'm trying to help you guys out a little bit. And this part that you're seeing now, it's us, well, my buddy Jared, he is making sure he trims off everything so that we can actually spray the paint on there. This is also a candy paint that I was putting on. You can buy candy paint online. You can buy it, really you can buy it just about anywhere. You just have to get the candy part and you mix it in with the paint that you're using. That's what we did, and it came out really well. This was my first time using Marbleizer, guys. If you can't tell, when I first sprayed it, kind of freaked me out. Came out really, really thick and fast. So you're supposed to spray it really quick, especially when I did that. You guys can actually see it. It's pretty bad. But you know, I fixed it. It went back on pretty well after that. And just don't do what I did. Reason we're putting a bag over it, guys, some people use paper, some people use this plastic. This is how you get the Marbleizer to actually like look marbly. You crinkle up, use some paper, and you lay it on your Marbleizer, and you just kind of tap it around, move it around, just kind of pat it there. You don't really want to move it too much, just kind of pat it down. It'll put the creases into the Marbleizer, so when it dries and then you paint your candy paint back over it, it'll look like a marble. Now, what you see is me having to stand there and dry it because this booth did not have heat in it. So I had to sit there and air dry it for a good minute before I could spray on it again. And yes, I did spray some more Marbleizer on it. So this is what it looks like, guys. No, it is not finished yet. We still had to pull the tape off and then put clear coat over it and everything like that. In this part, we are pulling all the fine line tape off and getting everything off of it to make sure there's no bleed through. Make sure that the flames came out looking good. There are a couple spots in the flames, guys, that we ran into that were a little messed up. So, no, it wasn't perfect, but they still came out pretty good. Now here you are, guys. Here's the hood clear coated and all nice and shiny. Here's the flames with the Marbleizer in it. You guys can kind of see it. It did come out pretty well, like I said, but yeah, there were some mistakes made during this. And like I said, this is like my second time doing this. Thank you guys for watching, and please come back to see more.